Skate Story is quickly becoming one of the most talked about indie games of 2025, and if you look at the gameplay, you can easily see why. Its visuals are stunning, its vibes are fresh, and its movement is tight and reactive. And at a time where the skateboarding genre has kind of fallen into boring repetition, Skate Story is exactly what it needed, meaningfully pushing forward skateboarding gameplay and incredible vibes to create something entirely unique. So today on Game Rant, let's look at how Skate Story is pushing off into a new era. The skateboarding genre hasn't meaningfully changed since the launch of Skate 3 in 2010. For the most part, it's been the same riding, tricking, and point systems we've all become accustomed to. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the genre needed a meaningful shakeup. Games like the remastered Tony Hawk's and even the new open-world free-to-play Skate game have kept it close to the chest, playing it as safe as possible in a genre that's all about radical uniqueness. We have seen a lot of indie games try their hand at attempting to push forward the skateboarding genre. Hellskate, Skatebird, and Session, they've all tried and failed to make meaningful advancements. That's where Skate Story comes in, melding that beautiful skateboarding gameplay we've all come to know and love with its multitude of tricks, its rail grinding, its downhill momentum, with the vibes and the music of a flow game, creating a gameplay experience that is rich with atmosphere and exhilarating to play, making for an excellent skateboarding game, one that meaningfully pushes forward the genre into a new era. Hopping on this skateboard for the first time in Skate Story is the realization that you're in for something excellent. As the wheels grind across concrete with kinetic sound, the music pulses, propelling you forward across its demonic landscapes, and ethereal visuals warble, reflecting light in one of the most strangely beautiful worlds you'll ever see. At first, the gameplay seems simple as you drift and ollie across spaces, but each new trick unlocks a multitude of ways for you to carve your own path, jumping over curbs, manualing through obstacles, and flying down hills. The gameplay sandbox expands and expands until eventually it feels more complex than the AAA games that preceded it. This is when you realize that Skate Story isn't just a vibes-based game, it's just as much of an actual skateboarding game, not just using the conceit for a cool vibe, but meaningfully pushing forward that gameplay to make something truly excellent. If its gameplay were simple, its other elements would wear thin quickly, but this incredible depth allows you to continue learning as you cross each layer of hell to consume moon after moon. It's all just so fun, whether you're stringing together tricks in an open area with no restrictions, flying fast through one of the many portal zones, jumping over obstacles, speeding through gates, or taking down a giant moon boss. The gameplay never grows stale, and there's such a variety of things you'll be doing. Sometimes it's freeform, sometimes it's structured, but no matter what, it's always fun and cool, and those are the two key ingredients to a great skateboarding game. But just as important as any gameplay element is Skate Story's vibe and its plot. Every skateboarding game is this standard romp across ramps, asking you to build up a lot of points or do cool tricks. Skate Story does ask you to do all that stuff, but it also asks you to fulfill your demonic contract, to eat a bunch of moons, all while talking to giant philosopher statues, glass rabbits, and floating skulls. Taking Skate Story out of reality and using the cool style that skateboarding already has built in creates an insane vibe unlike any other. This is all backed by some of the most stunning visuals you will see in a video game this year, perfectly nailing every landscape with sharp edges, wavelength visuals, and overbearing moons that shine through each crystallized surface. And it's all set to a soundtrack that makes each moment feel exhilarating, bombastic, and even calming at times. It's one of the strangest, most beautiful worlds you'll travel through in a video game, but it matches perfectly to a skateboarding genre that too often plants itself in reality. This is what we needed, not cookie-cutter avatars, and Skate Story perfectly understands the mission. What I'm saying with all of this is that if you like skateboarding games, skateboarding in real life, or just really good video games, you need to play Skate Story. It's one of the best the genre has ever seen, perfectly melding vibes and tight gameplay to create something for everyone. It has made meaningful changes and additions to the skateboarding genre, ones which I hope to see make waves across franchises that have grown a little stale. So that is Skate Story. You need to check it out, and when you're done checking it out, go over to GameRant.com for news, reviews, and features. That's all, and thanks for watching.